Welcome to part 9 of Let's Play Revenge of the Vampire by Keith Martin. At the end of the last part, I was on paragraph 227. Let's reread this as a reminder. What are you going to say? Will you ask about getting help for any afflictions, if you have any, turn to 332, the Count and his whereabouts, turn to 38, or the man's experiment, turn to 24. And that was it, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, we are going to ask about getting help for any afflictions, if you have any, because we do have the latent vampirism thing, which is there. So we're going to turn to 332. Here we go. You mumble something about needing help with your problem, and the man looks faintly disappointed. Is that all? He mutters. He gets down from his raised desk and rummages through some flasks, pouring liquids together to form a most unappetizing greenish-brown slime, which he decants into a dusty goblet. Drink that, he says briskly. You manage to force the stomach-turning filth down your throat. It really is disgusting stuff, but you are cured. Of all the afflictions you have. Okay, brilliant. So just put cured. I'm going to just put we have, because, you know. Anyway, excellent. Gain 1 luck point. We will. Puts our luck up to 10. Brilliant. Okay, the man is growing impatient with you and wants you to leave now. You can either leave and search elsewhere, turn to 7, or attack him, turn to 278. Okay, we are going to attack him and turn to 278 because we're very grateful for his curing us. Okay. With a wave of your hand, the old man conjures up a pair of imps. With a wave of your hand? So he waved my hand. I don't understand that. I'll just say with a wave of his hand, the old man conjures up a pair of imps. You have to fight them together before you can get at him. First imp, skill 7, stamina 5. Second imp, skill 7, stamina 6. If you manage to overcome the imps, the old man now fights with a long shatter-proof glass rod, dripping acid. You will be fortunate to survive this combat. Okay. Okay, so now we have to fight the imps. Do we have to fight them together or what? Yeah, you have to fight. I did read that. I completely forgot. Yeah, we have to fight them together. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so we have to do the fighting together thing. Okay, I'll just put them down in the encounter box. Oh, I've done that thing again. Okay, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay, sorry about that. I keep doing that. Anyway, right, so first imp and second imp. Right. First imp. Okay, and now I'll just write second imp here. Whoops. Second imp. Okay. They were both skill 7, weren't they? So just put that in now. That again. Right, okay, and what was their stamina? 5 and 6, respectively. Okay. There we are. Okay, so we have to fight them together. So we have to roll dice for both of them, and I only attack one of them if I defeat both of them. The other one I just sort of parry. If either one beats me, then that counts as an attack. Anyway, an attack on me. Anyway, my skill is 11. Let's do this. And don't forget I have the +2 attack strength because of the gauntlets and the magical sword. Okay, so let's do that now. Get the old dice up. Okay, so 7 plus 9 is 16. And The other one is 7 plus 5 is 14. So, wait. No, 7 plus 5 is 12, not 14. What am I doing? Okay, so 12 and 16. Or 16 and 12. Okay, and I get 11 plus 4 is 15, but I add 2 to that, giving me 17. So therefore I win. So 17 for both of them. That means I will choose to put this one down to 3. There we go. Okay, 7 plus 8 is 15. So that's 15 and 17. Respectively, 15 and 17. And I get 11 plus 4 is 15. And add 2 is 17. So I get 17 again. Alright, so no one attacks anyone then because we're equal. Okay, 7 plus 3 is 10, and the other one is 15. So 10 and 15, respectively. And I get 11 plus 8 is 19, and 21 in total. So 21. I will choose to attack him. That puts him down to 1. Okay, 7 plus 12 is 19. The other one gets 15. So 19 to 15. I get 11 plus 4 is 15 again. And puts you up to 17. So I get hurt. So 17. 17. That means I'm beaten by the first one, which means lose 2 stamina points. New line. Puts me down to 17 stamina. Okay, let's carry on. 7 plus 11 is 18. And the other one gets 18. So 18 to 18. Or rather 18 and 18, respectively. I get 11 plus 6 is 17. Add 2 is 19. So I get 19. That means I'm going to choose to attack this one again. Puts them down to 0. That's that. Okay, now we're just attacking the second imp. Okay, 7 plus 6 is 13. I get 23. So 17 to 23. Puts them down to 4. 7 plus 7 is 14. I get 20. So 14 to 20. Puts them down to 2. Okay. 7 plus 8 is 15. I get 15, 17. So 14 to 17 or so. I can't remember. I wasn't paying attention. Was it 14 the first one? It doesn't matter. I won anyway. I'll just put 14. I've completely forgotten. Short-term memory. Bad. Okay, whatever it was, 14 or 15, I definitely won. So that's the end of Mr. Second Imp and Mr. First Imp. Okay. Yeah, that's that. Let's get rid of buzzing if there was any. I don't know. Right. Okay, so that's that. Now we have to fight Dr. Farukta, the Dr. Crazy. And they've even spelt it, used the German spelling of doctor as well, Dr. Farukta, except they've missed the umlaut on the U, which should be U umlaut. I would have accepted UE in place of U umlaut, or U umlaut, as the Germans say. Anyway, Dr. Farukta, 8 and 9. Let's do this. Need another one of these. Oh, that's annoying. I accidentally pressed the touchpad. Okay, Dr. Farukta, Dr. Crazy. I used the correct spelling, I think. Yes, it's double R. Of course it is. All the same. Rukta. Okay, which I'll call Dr. Crazy. Or Dr. Mad. Anyway, skill 8, stamina 9. Let's do this. Am I right? Yeah, 8, 9. Whoops, need that. Okay, so my skill is 11, his is 8. Let's go. So 8 plus 3 is 11. I get 21. 11 to 21, including, of course, the plus 2 attack strength. So it puts me down to 7. 8 plus 8 is 16. I get 21. So 16 to 21. Yep, 16 to 21. Puts me down to 5. Might have miscounted there. Sorry if I did, but I definitely won. 8 plus 5 is 13. I get 22. So 13 to 22. Puts me down to 3. 8 plus 8 is 16. I get 21 again. So 16 to 21. Puts them down to 1. 8 plus 4 is 12. I get 20. 12 to 20. Goodbye, Dr. Farukta. Dr. Crazy. Okay. So into that, remove the buzzing. Okay, so we won. If you win, you search the laboratory but find nothing you can use. The script on the book the man was reading has disappeared, leaving only blank pages. You can either climb the stairs and search further, turn to 173, or leave and explore elsewhere, turn to 7. I feel bad. He cured us of our latent vampirism. We're going to climb the stairs and search further, turn to 173. The doctor's bedroom is a filthy and disorganized shambles. Plates of half-eaten food and piles of dirty clothes lie around everywhere. However, you do find some bread and cheese which doesn't seem to have been gnawed. Add 2 to your provisions. 3 gold pieces, a pair of brass flasks, and a silver one. The silver flask is labelled Blackfire and has... I'll just write down the food and gold first. 3 gold pieces and 2 to our provisions. Okay, puts me up to 15 provisions and puts me up to 47 gold. Okay. Okay, let's carry on reading. A pair of brass flasks and a silver one. The silver flask is labelled Blackfire and has the number 130 etched on it. Make a note of this. Okay, Blackfire 130. Blackfire flask 130. New line. Okay. I'll just say silver flask just in case. There we go. I better put on a new line actually. There we go. There we go. One brass flask is labelled Dr. Farukta's most excellent patent skill restorative, and the other simply essence. Neither is tightly sealed, and if you want to use them, you must drink them now. If you want to drink the skill restorative, turn to 241. If you prefer to drink the contents of the other flask, turn to 395. If you'd rather not drink either, you return to the passage outside this room to search elsewhere, turn to 7. Okay, we'd rather drink neither. And we are returning to the passage outside to search elsewhere. Turn to 7. Okay. Bit out of order here. You're out of order. Pretty much every second line on EastEnders is either what's going on or you're out of order. No, there's another one. You're barred from the Vic. That's the other line. That's always on EastEnders. I haven't watched EastEnders for years, thankfully, but unfortunately, I did formerly watch it. It was quite entertaining. when I was younger. But I sort of grew out of it. But yeah, what do they say? They always say you're out of order, you're barred from the Vic, and what's going on? You know, because it's a really easy way of getting the audience up to speed on what's happening. Just get one of the characters to ask what's going on, and then you get a sort of monologue explaining the plot, which is usually nonsensical rubbish. Anyway, you are standing at the top of the southern passage looking southwards. There are doors to your left and right, and one directly ahead of you at the end of the passage. You should explore an area where you have not been before. Will you open the right-hand door, turn to 85, open the left-hand door, turn to 29, open the door in front of you, turn to 55, or backtrack to the west passage, turn to 175? Okay, we are going to backtrack to the west passage and turn to 175. Okay. You are standing in a short section of the passage, which soon turns to the south. There is a door on the north side of this passage before the turning. If you want to open the door to the north, turn to 274. If you want to make for the south passage, turn to 7. If you want to return to the entrance hall, turn to 271. Okay, we are going to open the door to the north and turn to 274. Okay. An intense sensation of evil hits you like a blast of cold air as you open the door. This cold stone chamber is wholly bare, and to the west, chiselled stone steps lead downwards. A single figure stands here. In the gloom, you might well take it for a zombie or a ghoul, but it is the Grand Revenant which bars the way to Hydrix's subterranean lair and is a terrible enemy. Magic has infused its bones with immense strength and ferocity, and there is no escaping it now. You must fight for your life. Grand Revenant, skill 10, stamina 14. If you win, turn to 372. There it is. Blimey, that's a big blade. Okay. Okay, so we're fighting a Grand Revenant, skill 10, stamina 14. Let's do this. Another battle, but we have that +2 attack strength to help us, of course. Okay, Grand Revenant, skill 10, stamina 14. Okay, off we go. So we're fighting Grand Revenant and rolling for him first. 10 plus 8 is 18. I get 1921. So 18 to 21. Puts him down to 12. Okay. 10 plus 4 is 14. I get 23. 14 to 23. Puts him down to 10. Okay. 10 plus 6 is 16. I get 24. 16 to 24. I'll jinx myself. So far, so good. This is going great. Okay. 10 plus 5. Oh, no, it didn't work. 10 plus 5 is 15. I get 22. So 15 to 22. Puts him down to 6. Again, this couldn't be going better. 10 plus 2 is 12. I get 20. 12 to 20. Puts him down to 4. Wow, I could not lose any health from this. 10 plus 7 is 17. I get 20. 17 to 20. Wow, I think I'm going to do this perfectly. 10 plus 8 is 18. I get 22. Wow, did not jinx myself. 18 to 22. That's the end of Mr. Grand Revenant. Goodbye. And good riddance. Okay, get rid of any buzzing if there is any. Okay, if you win, turn to 372. I did. Off we go. 372. The undead monster collapses to the ground, and even as you watch, it begins to get back to its knees. It can be destroyed permanently by one of two things only: oil of disenchantment or black fire. If you have either of these, you know the numbers associated with them. Divide the number etched on the flask of magical oil by 2, and turn to the paragraph with that number, or turn to the paragraph with the same number as that on the label on the vial of black fire. If you have neither of these items, you cannot overcome this monstrous guardian, and you are forced to run while the horror is still getting back to its feet. But make a note of the fact that if you find either of these items, you can return to fight the Grand Revenant again by turning to 274. You slam the door shut behind you. If you now want to make for the southern passage, turn to 7. If you want to return to the entrance hall, turn to 271. Okay, so we have several things. We have I've done it again. Done it again. I really, really am getting annoyed with doing that. I really am. Yeah, 372. It's because on Windows 11 the scroll bar sort of goes narrow, and on the text document the scroll bar is like that, and it goes narrow if I don't hover over it. So I assume the bigger one is the scroll bar when it isn't, and so I accidentally scroll down on the PDF on the Foxit Reader rather than Notepad. Really annoying. Anyway, what do we have? We have Oil of Disenchantment, 260, or Black Fire Silver Flask. Now, we have, we have both of the things. So, same number of Black Fire Flask or Magical Ore by 2. Either way, you're going to get to 130, because 260 divided by 2 is 130. So either way, we are turning to 130. So let's do that now. 130. But I have to use the oil, so I have to say I've used it. So I'll just say used. The revenant is destroyed with a magic you employ. Before you lies the entrance to the crypts of Mortis Mansion. If you are carrying some letters and wish to consult them now, you know how many pages they comprise. Multiply that number by 10, then turn to the paragraph with the same number. If you do not have these letters, you have a simple choice. You can either enter the crypts now, turn to 187, or search elsewhere in the mansion, turn to 7. But make a note on your adventure sheet that you can return to the entrance to the crypts later on by turning to 187. Okay, we have Harquar's letters. So multiply that. You know how many pages they comprise. So let's have a look. I have 15 pages of Harquar's correspondence. So I'm going to multiply that number by 10, which is 150, and turn to 150. Off we go. Oh, whoops, that's that one again. Here we are. The letters include a sketch map of the crypts. This shows that there is a passage which descends westwards and then turns north. At the point where it turns north, there is a secret door on the west side. Further on, the passage winds to the west and ends at a door. There's also a side turning to the north along this western passage, ending at another door. Excuse me one moment. Sorry about that. There was a sort of wind tunnel in here. I had to go and shut some windows. Anyway, it's making sort of noise. Anyway, where was I? There's also a side turning to the north along this western passage, ending at another door, and the symbol of a skull and crossbones tells you that it is not wise to enter here. Beyond the western door, the map is marked only in large letters. Lair. Question mark lair. You decide to enter the crypts and follow the passage to the point where the secret door should be. If your faith score is 8 or higher, turn to 48. If it is 7 or below, turn to 75. Okay, our faith score is 12, which is quite good. So it's 8 or higher, so turn to 48. Off we go, 48. You sense the presence. Now start that again. You sense the presence of undead guards behind the secret door. You pick a stone up off the floor and throw it gently a short distance ahead. Then you stand in the corner and wait. The door opens and a ghoulish form appears. You strike at it from behind and manage a lucky blow to its spine. It loses 4 stamina points, which have been subtracted from its total below. Gain 1 luck point. As the pair of ghouls emerge, you can fight them one at a time in this corner. Okay, first ghoul, skill 8, stamina 3. Second ghoul, skill 8, stamina 7. If you are struck 4 times by the ghouls, turn at once to 84. If you win, turn to 215. Okay, so we gain a luck point. Let's do that. Puts our luck up to 11. That's good. Okay, nearly at maximum. Okay, first ghoul, second ghoul. We're fighting them one at a time. Okay, now if you remember the Warlock of Firetop Mountain, although I didn't actually show that, there is a. I don't think I showed it when I did the playthrough of that book, but there is a ghoul in that one, and if you are bitten by the ghoul, then it sort of eats you alive, which is quite horrible. So if you are struck 4 times by this ghoul, or by any of the ghouls, then you're dead. So that's that. Okay, skill. What is it? Skill 8, stamina 3. Now it says 4 times by the ghouls, so that means that we have to be struck, not necessarily. I mean, that could mean, strictly speaking, I have to be struck individually 4 times by one of them, but it means either of them. So anyway, skill 8, stamina 3. The other one is skill 8, stamina 7. Okay, let's fight some ghouls. 8, 3. Off we go. So 8 plus 6 is 14. I get 20. So 14 to 20. Yep, 14 to 20. We are fighting them one at a time, so that doesn't matter. Down to 1. 8 plus 4 is 12. I get 24. 12 to 24. Puts him down to 0. Okay, second ghoul. 8 plus 7 is 15. I get 16. So 15 to 16. Remember, I am using the magical gauntlets and the magic sword, which gives me +2 or +1 each, so +2 in total attack strength bonus. I forgot to put the thing down. And a 5. Okay. 8 plus 10 is 18. I get 19. So 18 to 19. Puts them down to 3. Yep. Okay, 8 plus 11 is 19. I get 24. So 19 to 24. Yes, I did press the dice button again. Don't worry, I'm not cheating. I did get another 11 there, so I'm not cheating. Anyway, 8 plus 6 is 14. I get 16. So 14 to 16. Puts them down to 0, and that's the end of the second ghoul. So all the ghouls are dead, and that's that. Get rid of buzzing if there is any. If you win, turn to 215. We did. Off we go. 215. Here we come. The chamber of the ghouls is devoid of anything of interest or value. You continue northwards along the passage until it turns to the west again. In the distance, it ends at a door, and there is a northern side turning to another door. If you want to open the door to the north, turn to 288. If you want to open the door to the west, turn to 347. Okay. We're going to open the door to the west and turn to 347. You open the door and gaze, open-mouthed, at the sheer scale of the room in front of you. Seemingly endless, it is filled with stone tombs and mournful statues. In an archway to the north is a glowing azure barrier of light. Far to the south there are two more great archways, each with a huge wooden door and bronze plaques and handles. It comes as no surprise when you see what looks like a small army of undead beginning to advance on you from the south. If you can't face fighting the ghouls, zombies, and perhaps worse heading your way, you can slam the door shut and run like mad back to the entrance hall, where you will be able to take your bearings and find somewhere else to search than the 271, but you cannot return here afterwards. However, if you decide to stay, you have enough time for 4 actions before the undead reach you. If you have a longbow, you can fire arrows. Firing a single arrow counts as 1 action. Test your skill each time you fire, and every time you are successful, you can subtract 2 points from the stamina of the ghoul pack. If you have some acid, you can throw this at them. This takes 1 action. Test your skill. If you are successful, you can subtract 4 points from the stamina of the ghoul pack. If you have black fire, you can throw the vial at the undead. This takes 1 action, and the magical wall of fire created will destroy the ghoul pack utterly. You can then fire arrows or throw acid at the zombie pack when you confront them. After performing 4 actions, you must fight. Ghoul pack, skill 9, stamina 10. I don't get that. If you have black fire, you can throw the vial at the undead. This takes 1 action, and the magical wall of fire created will destroy the ghoul pack utterly. So if it destroys them utterly, why would I then want to fire arrows or throw acid at the zombie pack? Oh, I see. There's a zombie pack afterwards. So there's a ghoul pack and a zombie pack. Right, okay. Very well. That makes sense. Okay, we're going to use the acid. You can throw this at them. This takes 1 action. Okay, so do we have some acid? First of all, just do a search. Acid. Cannot find acid. Oh, I thought I had some acid. No, I don't have any acid. Okay, very well. I mean, what's the point of having an adventure sheet if I don't use it? I don't have any acid. That's the end of it. Okay. Okay. What about this longbow? Can't find long. I'll put longbow. Okay, longbow. There we go. No, can't find longbow either. Okay, do I have arrows? I'm sure I picked something up like this, didn't I? Can't remember now. No, I seriously don't have any arrows either. Okay, brilliant. Okay, no arrows, and I'm sure I had some arrows, didn't I? Or something. I must have used them. Or did I? Let me just see. Gallbane, skeleton key, treasure, blah blah blah. No, I don't have any. Very well. Okay, so let's just fight the ghoul pack. Let's just fight the ghoul pack. I mean, it's just need more of these now. Blimey. I don't have any arrows or acid. So. Oh well, never mind. Ghoul pack. Skill 10. Stamina, what was it? No, skill 9, stamina 10. So skill 9. Okay, let's do this. So, there's one more thing to say, that if you are struck 4 times with a ghoul pack, turn it once to 84. If you win, turn it to 380. Yeah, that's the death thing again. Okay, we don't have any. I'm not going to use the black fire thing. Anyways, let's just do this. I need the dice. So 9 plus 7 is 16. I get 22. 16 to 22. Whoops. Puts them down to 8. 9 plus 6 is 15. I get get 21. 15 to 21. Put them down to 6. 9 plus 9 is 18. I get 23. 18 to 23. Put them down to 4. Okay, 9 plus 3 is 12. I get 15. 12 to 15. Good job, you got something small as well. Or they got something small. 9 plus 7 is 16. I get 15, 17. 16 to 17. Put them down to 0. That's in the Mr. Ghoul pack. Okay, or Messer's Ghoul pack. Anyway, right, so we weren't struck at all. So we won and we're turning to 380. The ghouls are destroyed, but now you have to race a horde of swarming zombies. Though they are not skillful, there are so many of them that they may wear you down by sheer force of numbers. Zombie pack, skill 7, stamina 16. If you win, gain 1 luck point and 1 faith point. Okay, let's just fight the zombie pack and then we'll turn to the next paragraph and end the video. Okay, zombie pack. Okay, what is it? Skill 7, stamina 16. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Off we go. So 7 plus 4 is 11. I get 23. 11 to 23. Put them down to 14. 7 plus 5 is 12. I get 21. 12 to 21. Lots of fights here, but they're not very difficult fights in this book, I find. 7 plus 8 is 15. I get 19. 15 to 19. Puts them down to 10. Okay. 7 plus 11 is 18. I get 24. So 18 to 24. Put them down to 8. 7 plus 8 is 15. I get 20. So 15 to 20. Whoops. Down to 6. Okay, 7 plus 5 is 12. I get 21. 12 to 21. Down to 4. Okay, 7 plus 8 is 15. I get 17. 15 to 17. Puts it down to 2. Okay, 7 plus 6 is 13. I get 24. So 13 to 24. And that's the end of the zombie pack. Messer's zombie pack. Okay, that's that. I think I pronounced that right. Anyway, I don't really do French. Anyway, so that's that. Now, what are we going to do? Oh yeah, we get to add some faith and luck, don't we? Luck and faith if we win. Good. Okay, whoops. Luck and faith if we win. Let's do that now. Damn, we fought a lot of creatures in this. Okay, so plus 1 luck, which puts me up to 12, and plus 1 faith, which puts me up to lucky 13. Okay, so that's that. Now we're going to open the left-hand door. Oh yeah, now will you go through the azure lit up? If you win, gain 1 luck point and 1 faith point. Now will you go through the azure lit archway, turn to 12, open the right-hand door to the south, turn to 97, or open the left-hand door to the south, turn to 152. We are going to open the left-hand door to the south and turn to 152. Here we are, and that's the end of the video. So I'll just make a note that we're on paragraph 152. And in the next video we'll be reading that. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and goodbye.